Ukraine set a perfect trap for Russia. It's day 1532 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Today we have one of the most interesting political developments of recent days, and it has trapped Russia, if it doesn't call out Ukraine's bluff. But first let's look at the front line. It has been more than a month since Russian forces resumed their offensive action and started a spring-summer offensive. However, Russia's pace has been slow. This is giving Ukraine enough time to maneuver and defend the areas. But many sources have been claiming that proper push is yet to come in what they call summer offensive. However, in several areas of the front line, Russian forces are using more resources and attacking with high intensity. At southeast of Sumy near Krasnopilya, Russian forces have made noticeable advances. Previously we saw that they reached Teratutina from the east, after attacking from multiple directions. Since then they have made significant advances on both the flanks. According to the latest report, Russian forces launched an intense attack on Ryazan from the north. They were attacking in two major axes with the help of ATVs. As a result, sources reported Russian forces were able to capture this area, including the outskirts. In the latest footage shared by the Ukrainian forces, we can see Russian forces attacking with ATVs and Ukrainian FPV drones striking the houses. This suggests that Russian forces were able to gain the foothold. Furthermore, north of Teratutina, Russian forces using forested areas have managed to capture Novodmitrivka last week. And now the main focus will be on Krasnopilya. Now moving to the Vovchansk front. Here Russian forces are having good success on the eastern flank. Previously we saw that Russian forces crossed the border and entered Okremivka. At that time I reported that Russian forces were now attacking these villages. Recently it was confirmed that they have managed to capture all the areas on the northern side of the river. In addition, Ukrainian counterattacks to recapture lost areas have failed. Now moving to the Kostiantynivka front. Russian forces are attacking the city from three major axes. However, the advance is minimal. According to the Russian sources, their forces have gained foothold after attacking from Predtekine. But Ukrainian sources have denied the claim. However, as we frequently see footage of Ukrainian forces striking Russian forces with FPV drones suggests, Ukrainian forces have lost control of the area. But in order to maintain the foothold, Russian forces will have to attack these villages. For this they will have to launch a proper push from the north. Because if they continue like this, they will suffer high losses. In addition, in the past week, Russian forces have captured Ilinivka, as they now attack the city from the south. However, one of the most interesting political developments is the proposal of a ceasefire. Russia has offered a ceasefire for May 8th and 9th for Victory Day celebrations. Ukraine, however, is trying to put Russia in a difficult position by proposing a ceasefire for May 5th and 6th also, while also saying that it will mirror Russia's actions. This creates a lose-lose situation for Russia. If they reject Ukraine's proposal, Ukraine gains justification to reject Russia's ceasefire offer, arguing that Russia itself failed to commit earlier. On the other hand, if Russia accepts Ukraine's terms, it would look like it was pressured into accepting a ceasefire, because of concern about potential attack on Victory Day celebrations. As you can see, Ukraine has set a perfect political trap. However, given the presence of high-ranking officials in Moscow during Victory Day events, it seems unlikely that Ukraine would actually risk a direct attack on those celebrations. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.